Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to introduce a commonly used data structure called an enumeration, or enum for short. Enums are often used together with switch statements to create a common programming structure. That's why I'm introducing enum here first. Okay, let's start by looking at how to write an enum. Enums are typically defined globally. To declare one, we use the enum keyword and followed by the name. In here, I would like to give week as the name, and we use curly braces to define the scope. Don't forget to add a semicolon at the end of the declaration. And inside the curly braces, we define a set of named values. For example, we could define the days of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Okay, so by default, the first values start at 0, and the rates are assigned incrementally, so the second value will be 1, and the third will be 2. If we want to start from a different value, we can manually assign like this. Okay, the following values will then increment from there. It is pretty simple, right? Now, let's think about a real-world use case. Suppose we need to handle different event types, such as mouse move, mouse click, and key press. We can define an enum to list out all these event types. Then, when processing input events, we can use a switch statement to handle each case accordingly. Here's an example. Okay, when using enums inside a switch statement, you will notice I wrote the enum name and followed by the double colons and then the specific values. This double colons is called the scope resolution operator. It helps clarify where the value comes from, which is useful in large-scale projects where multiple enums or structures might have similar names. Okay, and even though we wrote the name that's defined in enum, they are actually just underlying integer values. Since a switch statement works with a single value, enums and switch statement naturally work well together, forming a common event handling structure. Okay, in this video, we introduced enumerations and how they work seamlessly with switch statements. Hope you found this helpful. See you in the next video.